Good morning, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Thursday, January 9th, 2020. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Before we get started, everything we're going to talk about today is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. All right, awesome. Let's take a look and see where we're at. So, right here is the monthly chart on the SPX. You can see we're pushing green again here. A little bit of light spinning top in it on the monthly, and then that just came up for some reason. Okay. So a little bit of spinning top with the monthly. The weekly chart again still green. Kind of pushing its way up here. And really the key right here is the daily chart. Right? We talked about this last night. We had a fresh high yesterday, fresh all-time high. So that does shift the trend line. Fresh high, fresh trend line. So the trend remains up. Bullish until proven otherwise. So yesterday was inside day up. Today it looks like the futures are kind of up nicely here. We'll take a look at those in a moment. So right here actually. So let's see. So here's the S&P futures. We're up 11.5 points this morning. So big move since yesterday, right? So let's take a look here. So we have this. There's your high last night at 32.74, right? So slight little trend box right here. All you gotta do is click the bottom right there, hit this. Put your trend box right around there. So there's your levels. Okay, so right now it's working its way up, trying to ride this the bottom side of the trend line up. So it has to hit a fresh high today in order to shift that trend line over. Then we'll continue to look at it as a bullish sentiment. But right now we have to be concerned, correct? Because if it breaks down below this 32.68 3/4, right, we may see a little bit of a push down. So, but again, it may just chop in the trend box today. We'll see. So it could be pretty interesting. But in the meantime, we have some news this morning on some different things. So we'll take a look at it. So we have Bed Bath and Beyond. Right, had their earnings yesterday, so got a big dive yesterday. So that put a huge move down to 12.5, and now it's up this morning, from where it was. So we'll see how that holds into the open. It may fade the gap, right? They've got the new CEO, so you may be coming out with some good stuff. Apparently, the conference call was relatively good. Also in the retail sector, we've got Costco. They had their in-store or earnings. Their comparable sales, so everything rose on that one. You see they rose 9%, 11%, things like that. So doing good, gapping up this morning. So we're going to keep that on the 15 orb list this morning and see if Costco can get strong. Tesla, after an epic run up, had its first downgrade in a while. So it's barely down at all. So it's basically just flat this morning. I think it was Baird who came out and said it's time to take profit. So like, okay, that's a great time. But they raised the price target to 525. So but they just gave it a downgrade to neutral. So neutral with a higher price target. You gotta love it. So we'll see how that plays out today. Obviously, it's going to be on the radar. It always is. It's on our go-to list. AMD gets an upgrade. I had it on my game plan on the short side because look at the daily, right? We were looking for a possible doji sandwich down, but I guess they want to hold it up, right? It's holding the fib fan line right here, so they gave it an upgrade this morning. So we'll just watch it on the 15 orb list and see what kind of behavior it gives us too. So we also had some news out from Kellogg. I guess it is up this morning. I can't remember if it was an upgrade. Yeah, nothing really here, but I believe it did get a some sort of upgrade this morning. So that's up pre-market. And then finally, Kohl's. Their same store sales or their comp sales were not as good as Costco. So they got a big push down this morning too. So that's going to be on the radar too. So a couple retail names in play. The semiconductors and of course the general market is very strong today. So we'll continue to look and see if after yesterday's crazy big move, after the big futures move, that we're going to get another day, or if it's just going to kind of be a choppy one into Friday. But we'll keep an eye out for it. We'll see. There's still tensions in the Middle East. Apparently, futures are up on China trade deal stuff. So we'll see if there's any banter on that today. So it should be an interesting one, no matter what. So all right, guys. I hope everybody has a great trading day today. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.